I'm coming to you from the beautiful Kuta Beach in Bali with a very important and urgent message for you on how to live life to the fullest. That you are fucking dying right now. Every moment that you live, every breath that you take is one step towards death. And any moment that you spend not living life to the fullest is in fact a wasted moment. There has been a recent study done about the top list of regrets that people have on their deathbed, that nurses did with people who were hospice patients. And it's funny because this list of regrets is astonishingly basic, simple things that people were neglecting while they were alive because they took their life for granted. They took their time for granted. Understand? When I read this list, I was astonished to find that most people do not even realize how precious their time here is until they're out of it, right? And it's like this list of things, it's not like a bucket list. It's not like these extreme things that they didn't do. It's basic things that you should be doing like all the time, right? And I've also noticed how a lot of people spend most of their life going to a job that they don't actually like or enjoy, and then the rest of the time that they're not working, they spend bored, not actually doing things that are important to them, right? And it's astonishing to me as a person who has been deathly ill before for a long period of time, he had several near-death experiences, who really knows how quickly your life can actually expire, right? And, you know, I really should be dead right now. I've had so many instances that should have taken my life. Right? So I will never take a single moment of my life here for granted. I will never actually allow myself to be bored and just be stagnating and not doing anything important with myself, even for a moment. Like literally, I have not watched TV for almost a decade. I have not taken a day off of work for 7 years, okay? I do some work on something constructive that is important to me every day for at least a few hours. And oftentimes we'll work 16-hour days, 7 days a week for months at a time, trying to fulfill my life's purpose, right? I spend a ton of time with my son. I have a very close relationship with him. I'm involved in arts and culture. I'm involved in helping the world in my community. I'm very, very spiritual. I meditate and practice spirituality a lot. I write all the time, and I've published 8 books. And when I'm not doing those things, I'm doing things that are on my bucket list. Things like traveling and seeing the cultures that I've always wanted to see and always been fascinated by. You know, I'm always doing activities that I think are going to be very enriching and exciting for me. I'm always pushing my comfort zone and my limits. And most people aren't doing any of that. Most people are just going to a boring job that they don't like or want, and then doing boring things afterwards, like watching the news, right? Or going to the bar with their asshole buddies or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then, of course, you know, after 40 years of doing that, they end up on their deathbed looking back at their lives, wondering why they didn't do anything that was important or meaningful. What happened to all of their time and why they wasted their life.
Are you sure to take your daily dose of red pills consistently so that you can stay out of the matrix? The red pill is a medicine that only works if you take it in the right dosage and never miss a dose. One missed dose of red pills can mean turning back into a blue-pilled limp dick simp under the sharp heel of the evil feminist matriarchy. So make sure you are subscribed and that your subscription is set to all so that you never have to miss one of your daily doses of the red pill, because I'm releasing hot new red pill content every single fucking day just to make sure you don't have to. So make sure you will actually get notified when they are released, because you know that YouTube doesn't want to show you things that don't align with its liberal leftist feminazi agenda, and it shadow bans content creators like me who use free speech to speak out against these politics and stand up for the rights of the oppressed masses of men like you and me. And if you want to help me keep fighting the good fight, please donate using the PayPal link below so that I can keep this work alive, because I simply cannot do it without the support of viewers like you. And be sure to spread these messages and share these videos with any other men you know who could use a nice big dose of red pills.
Never know when you are going to die, okay? You could have some terrible accident befall you. You could be mugged and injured in a way that causes you to die. Or with all the unhealthy adverse elements in today's world that are impacting people, you could become diseased or disordered very early, right? Just like what happened to me. I spent 9 months deathly ill, in and out of the hospital, in and out of like delirious fevers and death experiences. It was awful, and I knew that any day could be my last, right? I made sure to spend a lot of time with my son. I made sure to be writing and doing things that were important to me, reading things that were going to be enlightening to me, you know, doing a lot of spiritual work, right? And after I miraculously worked through that and became healthy again, I never let go of that. I always continued to value each moment and live each moment to the fullest, knowing that it could end at any time, okay? And that's what you need to realize too. You could become sick, you could have an accident, you could die at any moment. And every moment that you do live, every breath that you do take is one more step towards death. Regardless of how much longer you live, you do have a finite amount of time here. You're not immortal, you are going to die. You need to make sure that you are spending the time that you do have here wisely, doing things that are going to be actually important to you and enriching to you and exciting to you as well, all right? Push your comfort zone. Don't allow yourself to get bored. Do things that are meaningful. Have a purpose and a mission to fulfill, right? And do things that are really important, right? Working on a business. Spend time with your family, you know? If you don't have kids yet, look at how you can date in a way that will actually bring you to fall in love and start a family, okay? And look at creating a bucket list. A bunch of really, really amazing, awesome experiences that you want to have before you die, and be constantly checking things off of that bucket list and then adding things to that bucket list. It's really, really important to use your time here wisely, doing things that are going to be important and enriching and fulfilling to you, right? Because you don't want to be another one of these people who suddenly finds themselves on their deathbed wondering why they never did anything that was important or meaningful with their life, and why they wasted all that time and where all that time went, and why they're so unfulfilled and unhappy with how they spent that time, okay? So I hope that you're inspired by this video and will take this advice to live your life to the fullest in each and every fucking moment that you have, because every one of them is very, very precious. So make sure you use it to the fullest.
That concludes this video. Thanks for listening. I hope I mansplained that good enough for you. If you like what you heard, please click the like button. And if you feel you gained some value from this video and would like to give some back, please do so with the PayPal link below, because your support helps fund me doing this work and fight the good fight for men like you. If you are ready to take the red pill and wake up from the matrix and the matriarchy controlling it and learn everything you need to know about female on male sexism, get your copy of my newly released book called Misandry Exposed, on sale now for a special price that won't last long. So check it out by clicking the link below. And otherwise, you can stay tuned for my next video coming out tomorrow. And otherwise, take care of yourselves, men, because no woman out there is going to.